What's up, everybody? Chef Glenn B, and I'm back in the garden, and today I'm planting seeds, both direct sow and seedlings in this tray. Let's go. All right, so this is what I'm working with. I got all of these seeds here, and I've got a little list here of how many I need. This actually holds 72 seedlings. So I got lettuce and kale and chives and all that kind of thing, and right here, got some seed starter mix. And what I did was put some water in it, mixed it up really good so that it's ready for the seeds. I've also got these seeds right here that I'm gonna direct sow. I'm gonna plant them straight into the soil. Got some dill and cilantro and radishes and some beets, along with some parsley. So all of my lettuces get 2 seeds per plug, and I've got here my butter crunch. And according to my list, I need 6 plugs of that. So we'll do our butter crunch here. And these are surface sow. So I'm gonna just drop these on the surface. I could either do a little light dusting of soil on top or just sow them right on top. So 2 seeds per plug. And they're tiny. All right, I got all of my seeds in the tray. I realized that I made a huge mistake as I was doing this. And for my mesclun, I did 10 seeds per plug, and it should only be 3 seeds per plug. Also, this is gonna go inside over a heat mat. Next, I got these seeds that I'm gonna sow directly into the ground. Got my chioggia beets, French breakfast radish, cilantro, cherry bell radish, parsley, dill, and carrots. There was a few more seeds that I direct sowed. So as you can see here, I've got some snap peas, pretty vibrant. And they're putting out snow peas or snap peas. But I've got all this space in there, so I figured as thin as these stalks or stems are, there's space in there for more. So I direct sowed some more seeds in there. And hopefully we can fill this out with plants that have snap peas on them. This is what I got here. So I got the previous video where I showed you the setup when they were really small, or actually when they were non-existent, and then when they were really small. So some of them didn't pan out so well. These are the arugula. And this one is a romaine mix. These did okay, but I've learned from this and I'm gonna do better with the next one. But this is the mesclun. This is spinach, romaine, butter crunch, chives that I planted too thinly. We got a yellow pear tomato, cherry tomato, and 2 basil plants there. I've got the mesclun here that did survive. We're gonna see what we can do with it. So I'm gonna place my spinach here. All right, so I've got a yellow pear tomato. And a cherry tomato. Some nice roots. I've got two different types of basil here. I've got a sweet basil and Genovese basil. I'm gonna harvest this and replant with new seedlings. This is all mesclun. This is all arugula. And this is a kale mix. All right, so this is where my garden stands right now. I've got a parsley bush. Pretty fantastic. My lettuces along with the arugula and the kale. Just recently harvested a lot of the arugula. Kale is doing really well. And the lettuces. Got my spinach. And I finally dialed in this tower. Whatever you plant in one of these towers has to have a really small root system and not need a lot of space. And these arugula and cilantro and the chives are doing well in this tower. There's a flower corner. This is the one edible flower I have, which is nasturtiums. I've got these radish that I feel are ready to really be harvested. And then just beyond that, I've got leeks that never did anything. They grew a few inches and then just stopped growing. And I'm gonna find a way to consume them because I'm sure they're delicious. Strawberries. More strawberries. This one over here has got some nice red ones on it. And then I've got my peppers. These are the same pepper plants that I had last year. serranos. You see peppers all through there. And these are the Thai chilies. Lots of blooms and a few peppers. These tomato plants are getting pretty big. And I put in a companion basil plant for the tomatoes. These plants here, you remember I was doing seedlings, and this is a product of that. These plants are gonna go in a friend's yard who lives across town. And he is blessed with a lot more yard, a lot more sunlight. He doesn't have any of the same issues I have with sunlight. So I've got a bunch of tomatoes and a few pepper plants here to get his yard started. And I'll give you more of an update on that as it becomes a thing, you know? More peppers there. Couple of red bell pepper plants and some scallions. Blueberries. Plenty of blueberries in there. And everything's generally well. More tomatoes, some more basil. Got some green beans there. And all of my herbs. Like I said, those tomato plants are for a friend's garden. I'm gonna show you more of that. But in this past few weeks with this garden, I've learned so much. I've learned the value of a garden. Like with those seeds, I've learned that each seed provides so much. And in theory, if you were to use seeds in a garden, you could literally feed yourself and your families without the need of buying anything from a store. That's pretty powerful. So as I'm dealing with this garden, I'm just realizing the importance of being able to grow your own food. It's just becoming a thing for me. So I appreciate you all being along on this journey with me. As always, eat well.